EVs are too expensive, they take forever to charge, and they don't have enough range. These are some of the most common objections you might have on buying an EV. But are they just myths, or is there any truth to these claims? Today, I'm breaking down everything you need to know if you're considering on making that leap. Hey guys, my name is Mo, and alongside working in the tech industry, I'm an absolute car tech nut, having built almost 100,000 followers on TikTok and interviewed some of the biggest names in the car space like Bab Majidea, Abigail Andre, and also a Fast and Furious stunt driver. And on this page, we cut through the noise on EVs, car tech, and the latest automotive news and help you to confidently embrace the future of automotive technology. And today we're going through range, battery size, maintenance, plus some other basic stuff. But let's cover the very basic stuff first. So unlike petrol or diesel cars, EVs don't have an engine. Instead, they run on a battery-powered electric motor. The battery stores the electricity, which powers the motor, and that's what moves the wheels. No more trips to the petrol station, just plug in, charge, and go. Now, one of the biggest concerns for new EV buyers is range. How far can you actually drive on a full charge? EVs today offer anything between 100 miles to over 400 miles of range, depending on the model and the battery size. Small city EVs like the Fiat 500e expect 100 to 150 miles, give or take. Mid-range EVs like the Tesla Model 3 expect something between 200 to 250 odd miles of range, and long-range EVs like the Tesla Model S can push close to 400 miles. Of course, with the aircon off, no heating, no windows down, and driving at about the same speed as your great grandma. But here's the thing, do you really need 400 miles of range? If you're mostly driving in a city or commuting under 50 miles a day, a smaller battery might be all you need. Which brings me on to charging. Hey guys, if you're enjoying this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell button for more car content. Let's get back to it. Now, charging speeds vary a lot. It can depend on two things, the charger you're using and the car's onboard charging capability. Slow charging, which is about 3 to 7 kilowatts, which is basically your 3-pin plug in most instances, takes about 6-12 hours. Best for home overnight charging. Fast charging is about 22 kilowatts, take about 3 to 6 hours, found at some public stations. Rapid charging is about 50 to 150 kilowatts, takes about 20 to 60 minutes, perfect for those road trips. Ultra fast charging takes about 50 to 30 minutes depending on which one you go for, but think Tesla superchargers are actually that sort of type of vibe. If you do long road trips, look for an EV with fast charging capability. That'll save you a lot of time at public chargers, but can cost you a fortune, perhaps even double what you'd pay for fuel for the equivalent range. But if you don't do regular road trips and you've got a driveway or a garage, home charging is a game changer. You just plug it overnight, wake up to a full battery for a fraction of the price. A standard home charger can cost about £500 to maybe about £1,000 to install, and there are some grants available depending on where you live. The charging cost is about £5 to about £10 for a full charge, compared to £50 plus for petrol. And if you haven't got a home charger, many workplaces and supermarkets now have public charging stations. Now let's talk battery size. Does bigger always mean better? EVs come in different sizes, measured in kilowatt hours. A bigger battery means more range, but it also makes the car heavier and more expensive. Small EVs like the Fiat 500e have between a 20 to 40 kilowatt battery. Mid-size like the VW ID4, the Tesla Model 3, between 50 to 80 kilowatts. Long range EVs like the Tesla Model S, Lucid Air, that's not available in the UK yet, but hopefully soon, you're talking about 90 to 120 kilowatts of battery size. Larger batteries are great for long trips, but if you only drive short distances, you can save money by just choosing a smaller battery and therefore a smaller car. Now, maintenance. EVs are actually cheaper to maintain than petrol cars. Why? Well, they've got fewer moving parts. There's no engine oil, no timing belt, no exhaust system, but there are a few things you do need to actually maintain though. For example, tires. EVs are heavier, so they do wear out faster. Brakes, but they do last longer thanks to regen braking. And battery health. Most EV batteries last about 10 years, so just keep an eye out for those things. Overall though, expect between 50 to 70% lower maintenance costs compared to a petrol car. Now, do EVs hold their value? Well, high resale value EVs like the Tesla, Porsche Taycan, they lose their value of about 30% in about 3 years. Mid-range EVs like the VW ID3, Ioniq 5, they lose about 40% of their value in about 3 years. Older EVs like the Nissan Leaf, Renault Zoe, they will lose 50% of their value in 3 years. The good news though though is that as battery tech improves, EVs are holding their value better than before. So final thoughts, should you buy an EV? If you want lower running costs, instant acceleration and eco-friendly driving, an EV is a great choice. Just do think about range, charging speeds and battery size, and of course running costs. What do you think? Are you ready to switch to electric? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, you'll be sure to like the one here, where if you're a bit upset at Elon Musk, I talk about biggest potential Tesla killers currently in the UK.